Hello Clock Encore, my name is Alex and I'm here to do a deck tech on my Fate Zero deck. So first of all, we're going to start off with this card. It's the Saber Brainstorm. I run 2 copies of it. Like I said, it's a Brainstorm. Pay 1, you can put the top 4 cards into your waiting room. And if you do hit a climax, you can give 2,000 to any servant. Next, I have the Kitsugi Suiciders. They are stock Suiciders, which are pretty unique in a way. Basically, instead of going to the waiting room, you replace the most bottom stock with the card that you're trying to kill this with, so they can put some play into your stock game. Next, we have the Tokiomi Assist. This is a global 500 to all royalty cards, and also if you pay 2 and tap him, then you can salvage any servant from waiting room. Next we have the what's it called? The Sakura and Ao? How do you say it? Aoi. A salvage card. Once you goes on play, you can pay 2 and you can salvage any card. Any character. Next we have the waiver bond / search for command seal. The bond is you clock yourself, you can bond for the 1/1 7,000 rider vanilla. Next we have the Lancer vanilla 3K, very basic card, and we have the solo player Gilgamesh card. When it's by itself, no back row, no cards next to it, it can become a 4,000 and not suicidable. So this card could be very formidable.
How many copies of the vanilla are you buying?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes. For the vanilla, I'm running 4 of these, and I'm running 3 of the Gilgameshes. Okay, so for our level 1 game, we have the 1/1 vanilla Rider 7K. I have 4 copies of these. A very good card actually, very cost efficient. Next we have the 1/0 5,000 Archer. The effect is if the opponent has 4 or more characters on play, this gains 1,000. So it's very good if their opponent is swarming, or when they push you at level 0 and to level 1, you could just definitely just put that down and be huge. Next we have just a basic card. I just put this in. It's a 1/1 Berserker card, 6,500. It has a clock encore, so you can definitely spam this out. So for our level 2, we'll start off with the event backup command seal. I run 2 copies of this. It's a backup, or an event. You can give any character 4,500 by paying only 1 stock. Next we have the 2/3 10,000 Berserker. I run 3 copies of these. Then we have the 2/1 8,000 Berserker. When you play the Fall Night Climax, this card can change into any level 2 or below card from your waiting room, so it's a quick change. I run 2 copies of these again. Next we have the Rin card, 2/1 8,000. Basically, if there's a red climax on play, for me, when this attacks, I can salvage any red character by discarding a red card from my hand. So for now, for level 3 in climaxes, for level 3 I run the 3/2 9,500 rider. Pay 1, I can send your reverse character to your clock, and I can pay 2 to send himself and another character to remove. For climaxes, I run the gate trigger climax 1K1 red, and I run the 2K1 draw green climax, the 2 soul trigger. Okay, so now we're going to talk about strategy with the level 0 game. So right now, the solo player Gilgamesh is definitely the card you want to get onto the field as soon as possible. This card cannot get suicided, and it's pretty big for a level 0. 4,000 is a substantial number for level 0 in my opinion. So getting this card is really important to just beat down your opponents. The vanilla it's just a very basic card. You can just put them out and then just build up stock with them. Then you have the waiver. This card is very important with your deck because the 7K 1K1 is basically the main character that you'll be trying to abuse with, because they're pretty big, and they also get boosted by the Tokiomi card right here because it gives for 500 to all royalty. So ideally you can give 1,000 to all royalty to all your riders. Then next we have the 00 Suicider. This is a very good card to being down just cards that you just want to put into the stock, or if you have nothing in your hand, you just want to just build some stock up. This card is definitely a great way to build that. Then we have the Salvage. This card is awesome. You're just paying 2 to salvage any character. It doesn't have to be a master, servant, or a royalty. It could be any character from your deck. This definitely is a game changer if you have this in your hand. Then we have the Brainstorm. If you use your Brainstorm correctly, you can definitely force yourself to refresh, or you can shorten your. You can make your deck smaller and try to compress it to definitely hit those climaxes that you need to block with. And also the fact that you can also give 2,000 to your servants, but that's irrelevant with this card, in my opinion. Okay, so for level 1, you definitely want to get as many of these cards out as possible. You want to try to beat them down with this card. It's pretty big on its own. You can definitely try to push for damage with this card a lot. Level 1 usually it's not that strong. It's pretty strong by itself, but then you really want to have those Tokiomi assist cards to give that extra 1,000 boost. Then the Archer, when the opponent has 4 or more characters on the play, you get 1,000. This is a definitely big game changer if they do swarm the field, so you can definitely try to push a lot of damage also and kill a lot of his characters. I mean. Then we have the Berserker. I use this card as a placeholder for now, but when I started playing this deck a lot more, I definitely can see the reason why it can be strong. The Clock Encore helps me push to get into the level 2 game, which is definitely where I want to be for this deck. So I really want to abuse this card by not clocking as much as I can, but trying to get close to that level 2 game. Okay, so the level 2 game of my Fate Zero deck is pretty important for this. I usually don't miss it, but when you do, it can be detrimental. But usually with this, for the level 2 game, you want to get this card out as this card and the Climax into your hand as soon as possible. This card, like I said, it's a Climax combo with this Berserker. It's a 2/1. When I play this card onto the field, I could change into any level 2 or lower red card to and just completely change it without any cost. You just have to play it and then it just changes. So it synergizes really well with this 2/3 because I don't think paying 3 costs is very efficient for this card. So usually you're basically paying only 1 stock for level 2 10,000 card, which can beat most level 2s down and maybe some level 3s if you're lucky. And it comes out also with the 1,000 and the 1 soul, so you're definitely going to be pushing for a lot of damage with this card. Another combo with this whole thing is with the Rin. Because you're playing a red Climax, you're able to attack with this card, and then you can salvage for any red character by discarding a red card. So let's just say I do the combo here, and then change. This is into my waiting room. I can attack with this card, and then get this back into my hand by discarding just another red card. So definitely I can recycle it a lot more if I have another Climax in my hand. So I could definitely try to do some crazy shenanigans by putting a whole board of these if I want to. So that's something you want to try to do, and when you hit that level 2 game. And also the command seals are very powerful. 4,500 boost backup is pretty insane. Even it's an event too, so you can put it before you attack as well. So you definitely want to abuse this card as well. Hello, hold on. Whoops, sorry. So for level 3 game, we have the Rider 3/2, 9,500. This card is very strong in my opinion. It's one of the better cards in Weiss Schwarz English set. So the first effect is it can boost it up a lot. Every rested character your opponent has, it gains 500. So you can definitely boost this up to plus 2,500 if they have all their characters out and when they're all rested. So this definitely can get really big. You can get up to 1,300 plus also the Tokiomi, so you can get up to 1,400 if my math right. 1,300. Sorry. So you can get up to all the way to 1,300. 13,000. Right. So this can definitely get big. Next, we have the pay 1. When this card gets played on field, you can pay 1. When you reverse your opponent's card with this card, you can pay 1 and put the reverse character to the opponent's clock immediately. So you're definitely pushing for 1 damage already. So that can be really strong. You can push for that precision damage 1 if you have to just do like 2 or 3 damage. If you have only 2 of these out, you can just do play, attack, kill that, pay 1, and then you just shoot it to the clock. The next effect is a pretty interesting effect. Is pay 2. You can send himself and another card into your move. This is really important when you're really close to getting to the end. When you need the opponent to push for a lot of damage because you need to pull out those climaxes out of your deck. So let's just say you only have 2 cards in the field and you finish attacking. You can end your attack phase, and when you get into Anchored, you can pay 2 immediately and send these, and it'll be an open field so they can push for a lot more damage. But the other cool effect about this card is that if this card does get reversed, you can still use the effect before it dies. So you're saving the card, so you're paying 2 for an Encore. And that's very cost efficient, and it comes back to the field unharmed. So that can definitely be a great way to push for more damage if you do survive the next turn. Let's just say. So yeah. So definitely you want to abuse this card as much as possible. That's why I run 4 of these. It's, like I said, one of the best cards in Fate Zero, and in Weiss Schwarz English set. So you definitely want to be really abusive with this card.
Do you have any closing comments?
Well, the closing comments is hopefully Fate Zero Extra comes out, and that can definitely make this deck a lot better. But overall, I'm very happy with this deck. I actually placed 19th in Neo Showdown, so I'm pretty happy about that. 19.
Not so to be proud.
Hey, I topped out of the whole group, so I'm fine with that. So that means I'm the best player in the group, so it doesn't matter.
It was 19th out of 20 people.